Headline is, for Gen Z, tough guys wear rings. Lots of them. This was in the fashion section of the Wall Street Journal, and it's let's dive into this one here. It says, Terrence McDermott barely has a finger to spare. Each day, the 26-year-old cigar shop assistant manager in Phoenix plops silver rings onto 9 of his 10 fingers.
He does sound like a tough guy.
Starting the article being like, tough, cool guys are wearing rings, and it's Terrence McDermott.
It gets better. His clinky assortment includes a turquoise signet, a ring inspired by the late rapper MF Doom, and a pinky ring that he tried on and couldn't pry off, so he bought it. He is not yet married, so his soul-free digit is on his left ring finger. So one of his rings is just something that is stuck on his finger that like he had to buy so he could leave the store.
Where did they say this was?
Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix. Well, yeah. I mean, the sun's boiling this guy's brain. I don't think that's
No,
that's a tough guy
I've noticed this epidemic, not so much among tough guys, but I've noticed the rings.
Yeah.
These rings are getting out of control.
I mean, look at Cameron. Look at his. Look at his
Yeah, check it out, guys. Yeah, I have
Damn.
5 rings on each finger.
One that's just like an eagle.
I have the infinity, a full infinity stones from from the Avengers, just like 5 sets of them on every joint.
Men should only ever wear 3 wedding ring, a class ring, or a Super Bowl ring. If it's not one of these 3, that does not belong on a man's hand, my friend. That is a lady's hand.
Well, can it be any kind of championship?
Hell no.
It has to be Super Bowl.
What, WNBA?
Bowling.
What, the WNFL? I don't understand your question.
Darts, billiards.
No, they don't give rings out, man. Those are ribbon sports. Those are blue ribbons.
All right, I didn't know. I needed you to school me on that.
You know what I hate? I hate that the knuckle ring that is it's always like a bird head or some shit.
Yeah,
you know those rings, dude. I hate. These rings.
Well, okay. My frame of reference for tough guys. My frame of reference for tough guys growing up was Bam Margera of CKY, and he wears that exact ring.
He wasn't tough. He wasn't. Tough is
what are you talking
He was
about?
tough in relation
hurting
to
himself all the time.
He's tough in relation to the ground. He was fighting the ground often.
He's tough on his uncle.
He's not tough in relation to other men.
He's tough on his uncle Don Vito.
What,
That's
he gets
another
in a
man.
fight at a bar, he hit heroin, fall asleep instantly. That's his defense, like a Pokemon. He's just fucking big bubble coming out of his nose. This is not that is not a tough guy.
I beg to differ.
You know, a guy with rings is tough because he has to lift his hands to do anything.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Well, I guess that's fair.
So tough guy Terrence McDermott says, of the rings, he says, they're just a part of me. The ring guy has become a stock character in Gen Z and millennial men's fashion corridors of the internet in recent years. You can find him on TikTok in pithy, get ready with me videos, flaunting a bounty of quarter-sized silver rings like a Vegas-era Elvis. He's there on Instagram posting selfies with enough silver on his hands to set off a metal detector. Hefty rings are a weighty counterbalance. Hefty rings are a weighty counterbalance to all this softness. Consider the male figures most closely associated with adorning their fists: biker gangs or the braggadocious '80s rapper Slick Rick. It's like think of the two. Like one is just like a stock group of people. Like imagine a biker, and then the other is a specific person, Slick Rick.
Yeah.
Can come with
There's also nothing
something?
tougher than being braggadocious.
Yeah,
That is true.
Okay, here we go.
Wasn't the tough thing about Slick Rick his eye patch though?
Yes, but also it was his bravado.
I believe
it was less the eye patch and more that he like shot his brother.
Yeah,
That was tough.
Some more examples here. It says, how many guitar-playing, chain-smoking, weathered-looking men from Keith Richards down to Johnny Depp have slapped some skull rings on their fingers? It's a look that says, in pretty basic terms, I'm cool, I'm tough, I'm badass.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Here's my advice. To look cool and badass, like adorning your fist with something. How about a gauntlet? How about just a single gauntlet from a suit of armor? I think that would be cool.
Or one pauldron.
Yeah, pauldrons would be hard as fuck.
Pauldrons,
to walk out,
yeah.
to have a full, just classic baggy shirt, baggy pants, fitted hat, but then just the big ass World of Warcraft pauldrons, like paladin, like
and an anklet.
Yeah.
And what about a tail?
Yeah.
Or one big
That's
wing on the back.
After rings, bro.
Yeah. Having one giant wing here and a pauldron on this side. Basically, I'm describing Sephiroth.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I don't think that these should, unless they're fused to your finger, something that is very tough should not be something you can take off. It should be tattoos or sharp teeth. These are the only options for making yourself look tough.
Yeah.
With so much clattering metal on their hands, ring guys are easily identifiable, and the connotations aren't always welcome. In Showtime's cringe dramedy The Curse, Benny Safdie plays a flailing TV producer with stringy long hair, ripped jeans, leather bracelets, and silver rings that fill each of his fingers. On him, the rings are a flashing silver signal of an insecure man in the throes of a serious midlife crisis. But, not if you're Gen Z. If you're Gen Z, it means you're cool, tough, badass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tough badass working at Buffalo Exchange. God damn, this guy. This guy's a fucking beast.
Yeah, they have a tattoo for every shirt they've stolen.
Holy shit! Look at this guy.
Damn, where'd you get those? Jewelry store? Somewhere else, maybe.
Even committed collectors admit that sometimes you just can't look like you rolled off the set of Sons of Anarchy. McDermott of Arizona says that he removed his ample rings for job interviews. The whole biker thing, people will probably get the wrong idea about me, he said. I'm also a young black guy.
I don't think so, man. I think he might be okay.
I'm also a young black guy in the Southwest who has dreadlocks and wears Johnny Depp jewelry. Fortunately, his boss likes his sense of style, and so all 9 of his rings go on every day. It's like, yeah, walking in for your first day on the job. I know you might think I'm Sonny Barger or something, but I assure you, this ring is for MF Doom. The metal face one. Do any of the pal guys? Do you adorn yourself with any male jewelry?
I don't even wear a wedding ring, man. That's how much I do not like these rings. I don't like.
Wow.
Because I don't want to ever be in a situation where, because I know this happens sometimes, where you wear the rings and your finger gets caught in some way. Yeah. And there goes my beautiful finger.
It will get ripped off by someone maybe casting a fly fishing line or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or a guy with a big
And I'm
magnet.
hiding underneath and I'm breathing through a reed. Because I'm trying to sneak up on this guy. And yes, I did think it was a fly and I was hungry. And now I don't even have a finger. So that's a really scary scenario.
Yeah. Because, just like before you get into the ring lifestyle, educate yourself on some of the dangers of wearing rings. Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, when you're about to get an MRI and they're like, do you have any jewelry on? You're like, nah.
No, it's part of me.
Nah,
it's part of me. It's part of me.
I actually don't take this off, dude. This is my best friend's brother who passed away in a car accident. This was his ring. So I don't take this off. You take my finger.
You should never be wearing anything that makes you more of a target for a lightning strike.
Yes.
And metal on your hands, that's dangerous.
That's like walking around with a tree on your head.
By a bolt. Yeah.
That's why I don't wear a chain anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly. Pat got struck by lightning 3 times. That's why he's like that.
Yeah.
The doctor said he can't wear a chain anymore unless it's made of plastic or candy.
And I ate it on the way here. That's why it's gone.
It'd be funny to be like Slick Rick, but only with like nerds rope jewelry. Like your chains are all just gummy bears.
Lifesavers on each finger.
Lifesavers.
Whoa.
Yeah.